Hey everyone, Bricknut here. It's time for an update. At last. It feels like it's been at least 2 months, and knowing me, it probably has. Without actually going into my channel and seeing when I last uploaded a video, I haven't got a clue. But it certainly feels like some time has passed. Anyway, I've been busy in that time. I have made a couple of alterations to the benchwork on the Lego City and added some base plates. I'm not going to be able to see them all. I've also done a little bit of rearranging with the base plates as well, which I'll talk about in the video. If I actually clear that, you'll be able to see part of what I've done. But yeah, the main reason an update has taken a while this time is, well, because I had other things to contend with. So I rent my apartment, and my landlords have decided that all their kitchens and all their properties have got to be refitted, all upgraded to modern standards. So I've got a nice new kitchen, and obviously while that work was being carried out, I had to have like a temporary kitchen set up, and the only suitable place was in here on top of the Lego City. So I had to clear all the base plates off of this end anyway, and that's when I decided I might as well make a modification to this end of the sea. And at the other end, I also made a modification too, but that was more of a case that I had to, it wasn't optional. Well, I could have left it, but it would have been a struggle. So let's get into it, shall we? We'll start with that end of the Lego City, I think. Oh, actually, before we get into that, if you take a look down in the video description, I will leave links to my other YouTube channels and my Discord server. It's a bit of a multi-purpose Discord server because I've got multiple channels. But yeah, there's multiple different chat rooms on the server for different things, including the Lego, so feel free to check that out if you'd like. Yeah, anyway, let's get on with the video. So, I'm just going to spin the camera around. So yeah, I'm pretty certain that was the end. Yeah, that's the end I modified first. So my plan was, and I thought I'd actually done this, I thought it was all okay until I tried to get up there. So the plan was to go under here, then have the ability to pop up the other side between the Lego City and the window, so I could have some access to the windows for cleaning and the curtains and whatnot, and to that side of the Lego City because it would save reaching over everything. But I soon discovered that I didn't, because unfortunately I've got a little bit of a gut, a bit of a podge. So what I did, I dismantled all the city on that end, cleared it all off, took the baseboards off, and then took the support beam furthest away from us off, and then moved it, I think, about 5 inches this way-ish, put it back on, and then obviously lined the baseboards back up with the edge of that beam I'd moved, which meant they had to come this way a bit, which meant a little bit of trim work had to be done. And of course that meant, because I had to move everything, when I put all the centre bit back together, all the beach, the roads didn't line up with either side, so I had to shift everything related to either side towards us. And then of course it meant that everything on the bit the camera is currently standing on was also out of alignment. So it's a bit of a bigger task than I expected, but I got there in the end. And as I had to clear this end to make a temporary kitchen, I'd cleared all the base plates off, and then I decided I'm going to make this end wider than it was. It's probably about double the width now. As you can see, I think I had like a row of these, and then that one was like hanging more than halfway off the edge. And I was just going to cut a bit of timber or something to put in there just to support the base plates, but then I thought, you know what, why don't I as I've got all the, well, I had all the seat disassembled this end. When I just take the two base boards off, chop the beam, because it used to go across here. That's how narrow it was. It used to go across here. There's the two screw holes. So yeah, I've widened it by that much, and there's no overhang now. So I cut through it, unscrewed this bit. Whoop, go under the table now. And screwed that little offcut up there, so I had somewhere I could put that beam onto, somewhere to screw it to. Same that end. And then the first board, which was the longer out of the two that was on here, I literally just turned it round. I basically used that one as the measurement for the width. I went with that. And these two are salvaged from my old kitchen. There are two of the shelves in the base cupboards. Unfortunately, at least one of them's got a big bow in it. So I've had to sort of, just to get things to run a bit smoothly when they transition from there to there. It's not so bad that side, because that side's not got as much of a bow in it. But yeah, that one's pretty bad. I was actually tempted to get another beam and put it across the middle bit, try and push it up a bit. Don't know. If I could find one, I might do that in the future. So yeah, I'm actually glad of that, because it's given me a little bit more building room, in fact. Because instead of having one 32 by 32 that side of the railway track, because it's still going to run this side somewhere, I've now got two. And a complete road in the green road base plates. Or green roads, whatever you want to call them. Because I got a box of Lego last week from a local charity shop. And for those that may not know what a charity shop is, in the UK it's literally just a registered charity. You know, they have shops all over the UK, and they just sell donated items to, well, raise money for their cause. But anyway, there's a box of Lego in this. In one of them is one that's called Sue Ryder. I can't remember what they do off the top of my head. And it was only £15, and I'm not really fussed about the loose Lego that was in it. Although there is a few interesting bits that I've seen, including a somewhat complete city set. I was more interested in the base plates that are in it. Not only because there's like 3 of those, I think they came with the airport set. Although I've seen curves with the green edging rather than the grey. But yeah, there's a few of those in there that I needed to complete this road, so that was the main reason for buying it. And then there's these ones in there as well, just a few extras. Well, that one, got a couple of these ones now. Got that one. I would like to put it in the sea, but I actually have no idea where that would go. And that one. I've got a feeling I know what this was used in one of the shell sets. But I'm pretty sure that's not the only set back then that was used in. So I've got those. And of course, the box itself. Not a great deal in it. It's still worth the £15. There's the city set. I've got the 4x4 there and the 2 jet skis and trailer. And like I said, there's a trailer. It's got a few bits missing off the trailer. We've got something missing off this truck. These, the jet skis, actually no, the jet skis got a couple of bits missing. They might actually be floating around in here. But as I've already got this set, I am actually probably going to list this up for sale at some point when I've just completed the rest of it. But, got some vintage windows in here. I think that came from one of the Shell gas stations as well. Got some vintage castle elements in here. And it looks like we might have parts to the airport, which those road plates would have gone to. As I've just remembered, I had another one of these in it as well. I'll get to it. So I've now got 2 of these. Oh, and there's also one of these in there as well, one of these 16 by 32s. Now, going by these larger yellow plates, I'm guessing the airport, or some of the airport, is in it. I've not really had a good look in here. I've just had a little rummage. I found a few vintage figures in here as well. Some of them are for the airport. Got some torsos in here as well. Wouldn't be surprised if I find some other bits in here. There's 2 airport figures. Space figure. A figure in white. Aha, maybe that's the tow bar. Maybe the parts for that set are in fact buried in here. I hope so. I don't think this set's worth a great deal as it is, because I haven't got the instructions either. Right. Really, to actually complete the base plates, I don't really need that much. I need to just need to pick the camera up again. Just fill in this corner and this bit. So I need 1 more of these, 16 by 32, there's another 3 to go in there, 32 by 32, because that one is for up in that corner when I've cleared it. But what I would like to do is change all the road plates with this border to those ones. And the issue I'm currently having, because I am watching some job lots on eBay, but the issue I'm actually having is the job lots are including both. And I'm trying to avoid buying what I don't need. Same with the track. I can find job lots of track, but they all include curves. I've got way too many curves. I do not need any more. And the chances of me being able to get rid of those, because nobody wants hundreds and hundreds of curves, it's the straights that everybody wants. Yeah, getting rid of them might be a bit difficult. So I'm just trying to find sellers selling just a job lot of straight track and just like a little job lot of one style of base road plate. Yeah, I forgot that one came in that box of Lego as well. Has anyone seen the at least the Lego City releases for 2026? Saw the photos for those I think about a week ago. I've got a link to it on Facebook. Some interesting sets, and quite a lot actually. I'm actually, for once, at least for a while, I actually feel quite excited for the new releases, because I don't know if it's just me, but for the last sort of 2 or 3 years with the Lego City stuff, I don't know, I've just felt disappointed with it. I just haven't been that interested in it. Not many sets I've thought, wow, I really want to buy that. I might just be one of the minority that have felt that way, but yeah, that's why I've not really bought that many City sets over the last sort of few years. Plenty of Speed Champion sets. No idea what they've got planned for next year regarding Speed Champ sets. And I have said this many times, I want to try and start filling in the gaps in my Speed Champions collection. No, I've got nowhere to put them. I'm not kidding, I haven't got anywhere to put any. I've got 5 Speed Champion sets on the Lego City at the moment because I haven't got no shelf room. The last Speed Champion set I bought was the Lamborghini set. And someone did say to me that they prefer this one, the blue and orange one, over the orange one. I didn't at first, but yeah, I can go with that. I think I prefer the blue one. I think that's the bigger pain in the backside to build as well. I think. One of these were. There's just, you know, so many fragile areas on them. Because they all use so many small bits. Which is great because you can detail the cars, but it's also not great because it makes them quite fragile. which is why I personally see them as more of a collector's thing rather than for kids to play with, because I think kids would get annoyed when they're playing with them and their bits keep dropping off of them. No, it could be wrong though. Maybe that wouldn't bother kids. It would bother me if I was still a kid. Well, I'm still a big kid at heart, but you know, if I was still an actual kid, I think that would bother me. Is there anything else I can think of while I've got the camera on? I don't think so. It's taken me well over an hour to get to this point. I don't know how many takes. Anywho, I think I will leave this video here. I do plan to do one more before the year is out, because I do know for a fact I'm getting at least 2 sets for Christmas. And I know that both of them are Technic. I know what one is, but I don't know what the other one is. The only reason I know that it's a Technic set, even though I don't know what it is because that's all I saw. Nearly had an unintentional reveal, so to speak, when I was over at my mother's last week. The box came in the mail, and without thinking, she opened it up while I was there. Then, you know, there was Technic on top, and she's like, "How much did you see?" I said, "Just the Technic." Didn't see what it was, don't know what it was, I just saw the word Technic. So, and it's red. I did see like a tiny little corner, it's red, so I have no freaking idea what it is. Is freaking a bad word? I do apologise if it is, it's not like me to use such words on this channel. I don't know if that is actually considered a bad word. Might be. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. So, I doubt there will be a video between now and Christmas Day, so I'm going to wish you all a happy holidays and I hope you have a good one. And, well, I'll see you the other side of Christmas, so thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.